Yo, 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 yo. It's Jeff, the techpreneur for the people. And I am coming here and just gonna share some thoughts about being more clear in the work that I'm doing to create more clarity. I've gotten to a point to where I see myself right now. This is my Tech Panther persona. But I've noticed that I go into different places and I have to be different personas. And I understand that it's been a challenge for others to clearly understand what exactly is Jeff doing. And some of that has been by design because there's a lot that I haven't legally been able to say, and I wanted to get to a point to where I didn't validate opportunities to reach certain legal agreements with things that will come out in the story later on. And so now we're at that point. And so now I look at creating a strategy to where I'm now going to have different content that I create for the various personas. And so, for example, Jeffrey J. McKinney, that persona that's been out in corporate America for years, that's the CEO and founder of O2GTV. He's going to be just like the executive that sat down with plenty of customers over the years and tried to figure out how we could come to various solutions to creatively meet customer needs. That's Jeff McKinney. And then there's the Tech Panther. The Tech Panther is much like Jeff McKinney, but he does creative things with technology and building. And so the Tech Panther and the team at Diverse Perspectives, which is our consulting side of the house, we are the ones who, in that persona, we are the ones who are focused on taking the opportunities of the world and creating a better world with those opportunities. And so we do some diversity consulting, we do technology consulting, we do consulting around people. And so we're a little bit of a few different things. And so, as I was thinking about, like, how do I get to a point to where I can clearly communicate to people how I feel, I should first start off by explaining the various personas. And then I'll get into the meat of how they developed. And so, I can tell you that if anybody's trying to figure out what to think about Tech P is, if you know Jeff and you know Mookie, you grew up with me, that's who I am. So the wings and all the rest of that's like, for the people who know me, they're just like, hey, that's something he would do. That's just who I am. And I always felt that Jeffrey J. McKinney had to tone it down to be able to fit into these other spaces. And so, but my heart is the same in either one of those situations. And so, that's why it's such a pleasure for me to get up and be able to speak and flow into this space, because this is just naturally who I am. And I get to be creative and I get to create all the art. So that's why going forward, this show is going to be known for the title of and the purpose of Tech P, what you got going on. And so you'll see these pop up. I'm going to try to create a cadence. Yeah. Yeah, T Wright. So T Wright is out in the field with me. And so he's basically saying, like, we're doing all these different things, and it when I go into each one of these rooms, and Terrence is in a different room, we're different personas. And so we're going to start telling the stories by the personas, and ultimately we envision that community of O2GTV growing, and us continuing to telling the stories of the various personas that show who we are as a whole. Then that will project and grow out to our own media network. We envision that it's called O2GTV TV, so O2GTV. And so, that's a little bit about the tech and the vision of that. But all of these creative thoughts are delivered by the team at Diverse Perspectives. And so that's what it all boils down to. So if I were to just give a little bit of history of Diverse Perspectives, I founded Diverse Perspectives back in 2018. And it was because I had gone through some things and I looked at the world and I saw that, man, what the world is really missing is we don't value diverse perspectives. And so in that, I said, you know what? I know this because I value diverse perspectives, and it's what gives me a competitive edge. But then when I try to offer my perspectives that I've gathered in order to help others, in some cases, some people get rubbed the wrong way, and I feel like I get sat down or put out or whatever the case is when I know that my heart was always intended to benefit. So I said, you know what? I think I should just start a firm called Diverse Perspectives. Fast forward a couple years, life kept happening, things. I saw patterns, and I said, you know, what would be great? I was actually talking to God, and I was really seeking what my purpose was. And essentially what he said was, your purpose is to do something about the things that you care most deeply about. And you're supposed to use all the talents and the gifts that you have to do it in the largest way as possible. And I always knew that and felt that I was very talented and very gifted. And I had learned that once I had married myself and paired it with God, I'll take us. I'll walk through any pain. I'll walk through any valley. I'll take us. And because he's going to continue to give me what I needed. And then I started to notice that's what's been happening this whole time. And I started to figure out that's when I started to identify Tech P is just who I am. It's really just, if you know me, or if you are where I'm from, then you can understand me. If you're not, then I'm willing to give it a shot. But you might be better served with Jeff McKinney. And Jeff McKinney's a good guy too. I just had to develop the two personas in order to exist in various rooms. And so the team at Diverse Perspectives, we figured that now with this vision, the best way to market our services is to build a solution to the most challenging problems known to man. And by building effective solutions that everyone can see, then that would be the best case of showing our capabilities. And so integration is in large part a demonstration of the collective gifts that I've been given and whatever extra God decided to throw in there as well. And so we feel really, really good about it. We feel really, really good about it. So good that